for St. John's. Pierce. Yes.
You can see him gaining confidence. Big Ten certainly doesn't have it right now.
Williams. Look at Pierce hustling. And one.
Well, we started promoting him at the beginning of this game, Jim, saying he's really coming around. And now he goes on the line. Look at that rebound, and then he has the ability to get in that air, put it up strong.
Big numbers. Evans.
And there's another rebound. And off and running goes Pierce, nobody with him.
Wow. Paul Pierce.
Maybe time for a 20-second timeout here just to slow things down. Pierce out and running and puts it away. Freshman leading the league in scoring. Interesting how these newcomers take hold in a hurry.
McCoy turned 18 just shortly after the Kansas game 2 weeks ago. He's a young one and a good one. Pierce is 2. While Kansas has not been flawless, I bet if somebody had told them they could go to the 123 mark of the first half before Harold Dean scored a point, they probably would take that. And credit Jock Vaughn for much of that. Outside, Pearson 3.
That's the one dimension that he brings to the table. That's what Jock Vaughn was because of what he did defensively to Mr. Dean. He shut down the Virginia offense.
Pierce on a drive. Basket counts and a foul.
I told you to warm up, you're going to love this kid. This kid is going to be a star in a Kansas uniform. Just give him a little time, and I hope people are patient. I know Jimmy Herrick coming to town with UCLA. He wishes that he had him in a UCLA uniform. There he is on a power layup. Takes it up strong to the basket.
From a 19-point lead down to 5.
They got to be able to defend Pollard inside.
Williams lost a handle, had it blocked by Alexander. Back up with it. Good, strong move by Pierce. Knows how to work his body and get a lot of players to commit, put them on the line. Pierce, second spree of the game. This one goes, and Kansas has his first points of the day.
That's Kansas's game. Vaughn pushed the ball up the floor. During the game at Kansas this year in the second half, Kansas had a 15-0 run.
Broke open a tight one.
You don't see any sign that that's going to happen today the way Iowa State's playing.
Pierce able to free himself. Got a little help with a screen.
There's that high-low again, but Cato's playing a one-man zone in the paint, not guarding Williams, so that makes it tough to get it down to LaFrentz.
Oh, what a huge three that is.
Paul Pierce. And Pierce trying to force it in. Kansas cold finally. Pierce gets his own follow. It is Kansas ball, 11:19 to go, an 8-point margin over the 16th seeds. And Paul Pierce, Pulliam and Michael Hall, the backcourt for Jackson State. Pierce turnaround jumper, yes.
Comes into the game and Moore will sit down. Pierce on top, knocks it down. That's a 3 for Paul Pierce. Nebraska, of course, the Big 12 tournament gets underway Thursday at Kemper Arena in Kansas City as Vaughn kicks it out to Pierce on the side for 3. Hits it. Paul Pierce, his second tray of the day. He's got 9. He is so smooth. And he's only a sophomore. I'll tell you what, he's got some bounce, too. He can get up in the air. And Pierce nails the 3. They wanted the foul with 16:23 left to go from Lincoln. Hyatkowski, Markowski in there now for Nebraska as Pierce in the lane. He does that so well, and he gets the roll. Paul Pierce. And Tech will be seated 5th in the Big 12. They'll play Kansas State on Thursday. Kansas State with a win over Missouri yesterday. Pierce, and oh man, he is 4 out of 4 from three-point land today. 2 wide open, just 2 wide open. Midway through the second half. And then as Kansas does to so many teams, they just wear you down as the game goes on. And Pierce, the left-handed scoop
by Richard Hamilton. 6'6" freshman. But Pierce answers with a 2 at the other end and a chance for another point.
That's Hamilton's 23rd three-pointer on the year, shooting right under 40%. Spotted it up, no problem. There's Pierce, a terrific penetrator. Build up his upper body this year so that when he goes inside, you just can't knock it away. Even though Bosco gets a hand on it, you see Pierce goes right through it.
And that caught with no option. Stolen by LaFrentz. Baseline to Pierce.
Beautiful layup.
Yep, Kansas on a roll now. Pierce on a wing, open three. Make it 12 unanswered. Inside for an easy two. Fourth team's foul, so Kansas is bounds.
Again, that zone packing down inside 15 feet now.
Pierce jumper. Pierce with 12. Pierce gets it back. Kansas leads by 2.
Almost picked off by Pierce. May gets it back. Then blocked by Pierce. Boy, he's everywhere. He is the most active player on the court right now.
Yeah, Paul Pierce, of course, an excellent open court defender for somebody who's 6'7", gets a hand on the dribble and then actually alters that shot at least a couple of opportunities.
Wildcats on a 5-0 run to take a 3-point lead. Pierce, that's a 3. And Haas, and also the aforementioned LaFrance. Pierce tries a 3. Kansas back in the lead.
One of the keys, I think, for Kansas.
Paul Pierce has been non-existent thus far early. He's got to get involved. They got to get Pierce involved. Pierce with it. He must have heard me, Ron. He must have heard me. Freeman up on the front, using the size on the top. Up and away, Jam City. I'll tell you, it's not pretty, but it goes down. I mean, it's not one of those soft looks. That's not diagonal again. They love throwing it up over the top.
Both of these teams, as well-conditioned as they are, they're tired. I mean, they've been banging their bodies besides going up and down the floor. There's Pierce.
He did a great job right there, sneaking right behind the front 2.
They compared him to Blackman when he was signed here. As the most outstanding recruit since then. The look-away pass, and it's Pierce.
Ron, there was great communication that time. Tremendous communication. Look up into the 18th row and deliver the pass.
3-point game. There's where they need to go. Pollard, they flash him in the middle. He gets his own follow. Misses that, and he'll get still another. Knocked away by Schwarzenegger, and the follow and the score by Pierce.
It'll be interesting to see how long they stick with it as the half wears on. Pass on the baseline. Double team. Out to Vaughn. Pierce from about 18 feet, and he cans it.
He doesn't end up watching this game back at the hotel.
Roney grew up in Chicago in the shadows of Wrigley Field. Not happy on that last exchange, but Vaughn spots Pierce again underneath. That play, they've gone to quite a bit. This time, Pierce cashes in. Chance to get the three-point play, and Kansas breaking this thing open. 54-32 now.
Well, they're trying to make sure they perfect that play, aren't they? Get that high pick in the middle. B.J. Williams, Ray LaFrance on the baseline as well, but KU owed him a favor now.
Did his part.
You know, talking to Joe Holiday before the game, he was talking about how many schools do you know that produces managers.
Roney double teamed by Pollard and Robertson, trying to find somebody. Finally spots Jones. His shot won't go. Rebound Pollard. Robertson ahead to Pierce for the jam. The tip, and Kansas controls. LaFrance into the hands of Haas. Ahead to Pierce, and the Jayhawks score quickly. They're up 2-0. Miles turns it over. Robertson to Pierce. Oh, quick step jumper will go.
To the top of the key, goes baseline with the one dribble pop jump shot.
Pass out high.
Kansas being very patient on their offense, moving the ball. Now they have to move their bodies.
Pierce on the baseline. Look out. That's an easy 2 for Pierce. He lays it in.
Snuck and run on the baseline.
Now a pass out front for Davis. Almost lost it, and he does. It's finally picked up by Pierce. Free pass to the basket, and he dunks it. It's a 13-point lead.
Branford
Nice pass.
Pierce, and Pierce will get the bucket and pick up the foul as well.
Boy,
That'll send him to the line.
Give that sophomore from Fayetteville, Arkansas, Nick Bradford, a lot of credit. That was a great move down inside, giving it up just at the right time. Watch this. Good defense by Ohio State. Watch Pierce make the roll down inside. Bradford with a little shovel pass down in there, and there's the foul. Thank Davis for getting the ball to him.
He has 17, his high 23 against Kent, coming off a double-figure 10-point performance against Chattanooga. Pierce, and he fills it. The Jayhawks hoping that will get Pierce started. Pierce with a look, now the jumper, and he buries it. Well, if he gets hot, look out. Thomas. Davis went for the steal, came up empty. Pierce. McGrath working it down to the corner. Pierce, whoa, he buries it for 3.
See, that's it. The game came to him.
That is a crucial miss for the Buckeyes. And Pierce will pop it, yes, sir. To take charge inside Earl. Robertson swinging it to Pierce. Pierce with a look. Count it.
Yeah, now he's back.
Pierce hits a 3.
He's back.
It's a brilliant performance. Pierce slashes and out, lays back as he drops it in.
Make some shots. It'll stretch the defense. He did that in the second half of the NIT. He's got to look to make some shots.
Nice lead for Pierce.
Oh, what a great job of reversing the basketball.
Never a doubt that this one was going home. The assist Robertson and the jam Pierce.
Playing a lot of games too, and has a look inside again. It is Pierce again. 4 reversals, swinging it side to side, getting the motion game. There's a little curl move.
Here's Pierce. He's got 10.
Just a big-time player. First half, 2 steals, played under control. He was the stabilizer on the perimeter.
Pierce works free over a double team.
Oh, what a big-time performer. The defensive end going to a trap. They're going to try to post Pierce up inside.
There he goes.
Great job of taking advantage of the mismatch right there.
It's maybe too much, point A to point B. He has to let his abilities go sometimes and struggle and get the ball to home. That was Harriman who got the block before Pierce buries it. Again, I think Robertson can bother Lou on the jump shot, the height advantage. Paul Pierce just inside the three-point line. Back man-to-man. Tough job for Markowski to stay with Paul Pierce. Be down by 10 before you know it. Well, the sprint across, Markowski late getting there, and then Hamilton late helping out. A comfortable 23-point margin. Pierce. Well, it's about 3 that he's had tonight, that he had the good roll, the good touch. Well, he has such a softness to it.
Coming on out to this man-to-man defense, trying to put as much pressure and make it a tough and difficult shot for the Jayhawks.
And right away they go inside to Pierce. Pierce spinning and hitting. Wow.
Now, wasn't that a wonderful move, a fantastic move one-on-one? The important part for Iowa State is to continue to be aggressive in everything that they do, whether it be defensively, putting it all together. When you have a guy like Pierce.
Billy Thomas trying to get free. Inside to Pierce. That's where the Jayhawks want to go.
This is an important part right here. You can see the back screen by Pierce right there, but it gives him position now. Watch the slide into the post. And once he gets an opportunity to do that, he's established his position. And being so talented right there, it's kind of hard because there you have to foul.
Well, France thought about a 3 and didn't take it. Now he will. And that one misses. So he's 1 for 3 in that department. But there's Pierce with the putback.
Competing again. Kansas getting their 2 points right on back.
France can't hit that one. The other All-American is there for the putback.
Exactly, following the flight of that ball.
Monty Hart's going up, down to Pierce. Love it.
Great pass by Ryan Robertson.
And now Rafe, they'll take that one. We're along with it. Paul Pierce inside with the putback.
Great rebound by Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. Spin move, finds Ryan Robertson. All the way in there. Doesn't go.
Another offensive rebound by Paul Pierce.
Rebound to Robertson. Now here comes Pierce.
Paul's great in the open court. Smart play. Time Lee thought he was going to get hit and didn't.
just enough to throw him off. Paul for three. Coming over with the help side. What a pass from Robertson to Pierce. Wow, Paul Pierce running the floor. 15 to play. Paul Pierce, jump shot, yes! Paul, big time player. Robertson to Thomas, and now Paul Pierce. Pierce on the baseline. Wow, sweet move by Paul Pierce. Here's the move by Paul, great body control. Always knows where he is on the floor. Great move. Paul Pierce, 9 of 14 from the field. Ryan Robertson with it. And now Paul Pierce. Wide open. Well, Missouri just left Paul Pierce wide open. Well, good offense, getting the ball inside the Ray. CB. Pierce. Well, great play by CB McGrath. To go to Paul Pierce or Ray. There's Paul.
Second rebound. And here comes McGrath. He'll push it up in the wing to Pierce and feeds it back. LaFrance will score.
Watch Pierce inside here. He looks back and sees LaFrance running the floor, catching and laying it off the window.
Took a while to get the Flowers off the floor from that pregame festivity. Pierce a little off balance, and he'll knock it down. The athleticism of such a big man is a marvel to see. We got 3 seniors playing their last game. Is this the last one for Paul Pierce?
Good question.
Will he go out?
Yeah, a lot of people think so. If he's one of the top 4 or 5, let's watch him finish here.
Showtime. Now the trap on Robertson. Gets it away to Pugh. KU breaks it quickly. The lob inside. Pierce fumbled it and still scored. With a foot. Pierce with the jumper. Rattles it home.
Well, that one saw a lot of iron, but it got down.
He's got 8. It's a 3-on-2 break.
Look how they battle. Bird goes down. Pugh goes on top of him. More importantly, watch the finish on the break. McGrath runs it right to the middle, drops it off to Pierce, and he drains it in the bottom of the net.
Gregory against Allison. Pierce for 3.
Nice shot.
Jimmy Burr, one of the officials watching and very astutely, caught that right foot on the line. Robertson for 3. Pierce, nobody blocked him out.
Oklahoma State in its zone defense. I need to protect a lot of guys who've got fouls.
Pierce.
If you're going to play a zone, you got to know where the shooters are. Pierce with another one.
Which brings it back into single digits.
Pierce is feeling it.
Pierce for 3.
Wow. I'm telling you, he's in a zone right now.
Pierce.
Unbelievable.
Calvin Sampson just walked out on the floor and pointed right at Pierce and just shook his head like, I can't do anything about you. A moment ago as Thomas puts up a 3. Can't get it, and Pierce with the follow, and he scores.
Well, we showed you just a few seconds ago all the Pierce work on the outside. Well, he could do it on the inside, too. Good offensive rebound and a stick back.
Paul Pierce reverses it and scores.
How many different ways has he scored tonight? Watch Pierce, little ball fake. Nahara had no chance. He had that long step and then that long reach on the other side and reverse off the window.
He's really a second-half guy if you look at his stats, averaging almost 13 points a game in the second half.
LaFrance misses Pierce the offensive board and puts it up and in. Paul Pierce, Monday night, it's senior night in Lawrence against Oklahoma.
You got to watch him, too. He's had 7 20-point games this year. 7 double-doubles.
Pierce inside, nice speed, and
good
Paul
screen
Pierce.
up top. Really nicely done by Kansas. Terrific follow.
Pierce and in. We're going to take the roof up and add some more seats here. Pull up by Pierce. I'll tell you, nobody in college basketball does that better. That little 10, 12-foot jump shot.
Has him right. Oh, nice pick and roll.
Pierce to Pugh yesterday. 48-39. Pierce the fall away. Oh, what a roll. Man, is he good. Brewer likes to get in opponents' bodies and draw a lot of contact. Blocked by Pierce. That's his 41st block of the year. Jayhawks understand defense, and they understand how to get their home crowd involved. And Pierce goes out. Allison was effective yesterday. He hit 3 3-pointers. But Chenoweth gets a rebound.
Well, there's the man we're talking about. And that's the reason you don't want him with a basketball.
Yeah, one of the best, if maybe not the best player in the college basketball this year.
Johnson, who averages almost 4.5 assists a ball game. There's Pierce with the jumper, and he connects. That's the first field goal they've had in a while. To check in, and Michael Johnson's going to come back into the game as Paul Pierce knocks down a 2. Paul Pierce.
We've called him smooth, and there's a screen by Pugh, and it just looks effortless, but that is as smooth as it gets. They stay in that matchup zone defense. Pierce finally connects on one.
Pierce pulls up baseline, left side, or free throw line, I should say.
Pierce making the offensive move the time before, and he kind of got last and might as well double team him, get the ball out of his hands. Now he goes down, he sets up low on the baseline. It's as if they forgot where number 34 is, and this guy is taking over on the offensive end.
Lester Earl comes out and screens for him. It's a 3 on the way.